You're a summoner? That's the weakest class in the world. The moment Lin Xiao awakened his class, everyone laughed at him. His rival called him trash. No team wanted him. No one believed he could clear a dungeon. Even a normal combat class was considered better than becoming a summoner. But they had no idea. Lin Xiao had awakened a unique S-tier talent. A talent so powerful that nobody else in the world could ever obtain it. Every single day, he gains a brand new S-rank talent. His first summon was just a tiny skeleton. Weak, pathetic, worthless. But after receiving an S-rank talent, it evolved into a terrifying Death Knight. A monster capable of slaughtering entire armies. Then his slime gained the power of endless evolution through devouring. His goblin became a master of legendary weapons. And that was only the beginning. While other people struggled to make one summon stronger, Lin Xiao gave countless S-rank talents to all of his summons. Every day they evolved. Every day they grew stronger. Every day they became more terrifying. Geniuses, prodigies, heroes, none of them could even defeat his weakest summon. Then the abyss descended upon the world. Demon gods appeared. Ancient monsters awakened. Even the gods themselves looked down upon humanity. But when humanity stood on the edge of extinction, one man stepped forward. Behind him stood an army powerful enough to shake heaven and earth. An army of death knights, ancient beasts, divine creatures, and beings powerful enough to rival gods. The world finally realized one terrifying truth. The strongest army was never an army. The strongest kingdom was never a kingdom. It was one summoner, and his summons. This is the story of Lin Xiao, the summoner who turned the weakest class into the strongest existence in the world. Week 1 8-hour video will be uploaded. All novels uploaded here are completed, so you will get a full story without searching or waiting. I have listened to the translated version on web, and there are no major problems with translation. If you want Chinese novel translated, give me the original name of the novel and I will respond to your request as soon as possible. Please make sure your request is on the latest video. If you hear this "u" sound in the novel, it means either question mark or some space is left, like getting materials or experience gain there more but not shown. If after a name is used and after there is silence, it means exclamation marks were used as in shock. I don't know if this will happen in recorded one, but it happened in web version. Chapter 175. With the guidance left by Little Mo, Lin Xiao's progress was much faster, no longer needing to gamble on which portal was the correct route. After passing through dozens of portals consecutively, a magnificent structure appeared before Lin Xiao's eyes. The massive oval building stood on the ground like an ancient megalithic fortress, exuding an aura of historical vicissitude. Its outer wall was constructed from pale yellow megaliths, the stones modeled, each one taller than a person, arranged seamlessly, supporting the grand framework of the entire building. Before even getting close, Lin Xiao felt intense vibrations from the ground, caused by combat. To feel it from such a distance indicated the ferocity of the battles inside this beast arena. Without a moment's hesitation, Lin Xiao rode his nine-tailed celestial fox directly to the Colosseum, quickly contacting Lucky Spirit along the way. The Colosseum was a special situation. Qin Chuan had been trapped here for a long time. If he rushed in recklessly, he might also end up in a similar predicament. So it was best to clarify the situation first. "I'm here. How are things on your end? Should I go straight in?" Lin Xiao asked. "Ah, master, you're finally here." Lucky Spirit's excited voice rang out. "Hurry and come in. This place requires 2 people to clear." Upon entering the Colosseum, Lin Xiao saw the grim reality of the situation. Swarming dungeon monsters, corpses everywhere, blood everywhere. The ground was almost completely occupied by dungeon monsters, and the sky was also densely packed, with only a small area remaining unoccupied by dungeon monsters. That was because Qin Chuan's dragon was circling there. Roar! Just as Lin Xiao was about to fight his way to Qin Chuan, he saw a dragon's breath attack, instantly annihilating the dungeon monsters in front of him and clearing a path. What a powerful dragon! Is it already level 59? Lin Xiao glanced at the dragon in the sky, feeling a sense of oppression. Before entering the dungeon, Qin Chuan's dragon seemed to be level 57 or 58, but now it had actually reached level 59. This meant Qin Chuan's level was also similar. Once he reached level 59 with full experience, he could undergo class awakening. After completing the awakening, he would reach level 60. Then Lin Xiao saw Qin Chuan not far away. He was trapped in a prison, or more accurately, the Colosseum's waiting area. Lin Xiao, you're here? Seeing Lin Xiao arrive, the solemnity on Qin Chuan's face eased slightly. Are you all right? Lin Xiao took out Remus' aid and threw it over, helping him recover. After such a long battle, his consumables were probably all used up. Qin Chuan paused when he saw the recovery potion, shocked by its potency. Without a moment's hesitation, he drank it directly. What's the situation? How can we leave this place? Lin Xiao quickly asked. There must be a special mechanism here. Otherwise, with Qin Chuan's strength, he would have left long ago, but he had been trapped here all this time. Before Qin Chuan could speak, Lucky Spirit interjected. Master, do you see the door opposite? One person needs to stand here, and another there, then defeat the final monster that appears to leave. His gaze passed through layers of monsters, and Lin Xiao saw an identical room to theirs on the opposite side. At this point, Qin Chuan spoke. I didn't expect this dungeon to be so special. The other room also needs someone to open the final stage of the Colosseum. Otherwise, it will fall into a death loop, continuously refreshing monsters. Killing the final dungeon monster, or rather, the Abyss boss, means this dungeon is completely cleared. Lin Xiao immediately understood and asked an additional question. Even if a summoned beast goes over, it won't work? No, I went in and it didn't work at all. And that dragon went in too, and it didn't work either, Lucky Spirit quickly replied. Lin Xiao nodded. I understand. Should we act now? Or do you want to rest for a bit? I feel like you're quite tired right now. Although Qin Chuan's health was at a healthy level, his mental state was clearly not good. It made sense. After more than half a month of high-intensity combat, it would be strange if his spirit was good. No need. Let's clear the dungeon first, then rest. Qin Chuan shook his head. You should still rest. We don't know what the final Abyss boss will be like. How will you fight if you're so exhausted? Lin Xiao said. If he could solo it, whether Qin Chuan rested or not was irrelevant. But this was a level 60 dungeon, and the final boss would definitely be level 60. Without Qin Chuan's powerful combat strength, it would probably be impossible to clear. Qin Chuan gave a bitter smile. I want to rest too, but this room isn't always safe. It opens every half an hour, and at that time we must fight. Leave it to me. You? Qin Chuan was stunned. Although the monsters here aren't level 60, they're at least level 50. You're only level 36. How are you level 36? Qin Chuan was shocked, completely stunned after seeing Lin Xiao's level. If he remembered correctly, when they met in Nansha City, he was only around level 30. How could he be almost level 40 in such a short time? Killed quite a few Abyss monsters. Lin Xiao smiled. I can tell you're very diligent. Qin Chuan had to admit that Lin Xiao was too desperate. It was as if he was raising his own level day and night. Click, click, click. Suddenly, the iron door vibrated, and it opened automatically. Leave it to me. You go and get some good rest. When you wake up, we'll kill the final boss. You don't need to worry about me. I have other ways to deal with these dungeon monsters, Lin Xiao said as he walked out. I'll have Scarlet help you. Qin Chuan knew his current mental state wasn't good. But he also couldn't rest assured letting Lin Xiao face so many dungeon monsters alone. So he had his dragon assist Lin Xiao. Lin Xiao waved his hand. No need. Let your dragon rest with you. I can do it alone. Alone. Qin Chuan's eyes widened in surprise. He could now easily deal with level 50 monsters. Oh, right, when you rest, make sure to cover yourself with an extra blanket. I'm afraid you'll get cold. With that, Lin Xiao had already walked out of the restroom. The monsters that had just been eliminated by Scarlet regenerated. Seeing Lin Xiao appear, the monsters let out roars and then launched their attacks. Facing the rushing dungeon monsters, Lin Xiao showed no trace of panic, softly muttering, Doll! The Snow Girl doll instantly appeared, and its powerful ice energy immediately covered the entire Colosseum, freezing everything. The summoning was not yet over. Lin Xiao looked at his newly acquired skill, Shadow of the Green Capital. Let's have an ice feast. Another Snow Girl doll was summoned, entirely green, like a shadow. She perfectly inherited all of the Snow Girl doll's abilities, including her talent. Chapter 176. Another Snow Girl doll appeared, surrounded by surging cold air. Crystalline blue light erupted from her body. Her long skirt danced with her movements, and a beam of ice blue light shot out. Wherever the light touched, even the air froze, turning into ice shards that rustled down. As the two Snow Girl dolls made their move, the ambient temperature of the Colosseum plummeted, and the ice layer on the ground thickened even more. The monsters that were about to break free from the freeze were once again covered in a thick layer of despairing frost. The two girls floated in mid-air, their eyes glowing with an icy blue light, like ice queens looking down upon the world. Wow! How did another identical Snow Girl appear? The lucky spirit was very surprised to see the two Snow Girl dolls, her eyes sparkling with excitement, as if she had discovered a very interesting toy. The Snow Girl doll also looked at her other self with great confusion. She looked exactly like herself, but seemed a bit dull, not very intelligent. And that was indeed the case. The Snow Girl doll copied by Shadow of the Green Capital was not a real Snow Girl doll after all. She merely inherited all of the original's abilities. As for wisdom, that wasn't fully replicated. Looking at the ice and snow world before him, Qin Chuan was completely stunned. Those were monsters above level 50. Yet Lin Xiao's Snow Girl doll was able to freeze them all. And he even had another one of such a powerful Snow Girl doll. No, the other one is a clone. But how could there be such a perfect replication? While Qin Chuan was still in shock, Lin Xiao helped him regain his composure. You should rest well. When you're rested, we'll defeat the final dungeon boss together. Qin Chuan came back to his senses and smiled. Okay, I'll rest for a bit first. Seeing Lin Xiao's strength, he felt a little relieved. Although he found it difficult to deal with these dungeon monsters, controlling them shouldn't be a problem at all. The Snow Girl doll curiously looked at her other self, like looking in a mirror, feeling a very magical sensation. Master, what's going on? Can you create another me? The lucky spirit asked like a curious child. Another lucky spirit? Lin Xiao was stunned, a strange expression appearing on his face. He wouldn't even dare to think about summoning another lucky spirit, mainly because she was too unlucky, never rolling anything good on her dice. If there were two, it would simply be a disaster. A newly acquired skill, Lin Xiao simply explained. Then he said to the Snow Girl doll, "Control them. Don't let them escape." "No problem, master." The Snow Girl doll nodded. As for the other Snow Girl doll, she was to directly obey the original's commands. He had something else to do. The super grand prize hidden in the Colosseum. After leaving, for some unknown reason, Xiao Mo told him the location of the super grand prize again. Since the super grand prize was hidden here, he could not go look for it. Ninetails, let's go up high. Lin Xiao immediately rode on the nine-tailed celestial fox, preparing to search for the special pattern in the sky. "Master, I'm coming too." The lucky spirit immediately followed. Lin Xiao glanced at her and said, "Don't you want to go back and rest for a bit? After all, she and Qin Chuan had been fighting here until now." "No need. I'm not tired at all." The lucky spirit patted her chest and said, "Then let's go together." Quickly ascending, the scenery of the Colosseum came into full view, completely transformed into a gigantic ice sculpture scene. He could see the Snow Girl doll and shadow of the Green Capital continuously casting freezing spells on these ice sculptures, rendering them immobile. Roar! A flying monster suddenly burst out, its sharp claws like 5 keen swords grabbing towards Lin Xiao's throat. Before it could get close, a powerful icy aura suddenly struck and instantly covered it. With a boom, a huge block of ice crashed to the ground. Continuing to ascend, his gaze swept over the ice layer below. With the abyssal eye, he wasn't worried about the thick ice layer obstructing what he was looking for. Lin Xiao noticed a special symbol imprinted on the first seat of the spectator stand. The symbol bore some resemblance to the pattern on the super treasure map. Arriving in front of the seat, Lin Xiao carefully examined the pattern on the back of the chair, which was part of the pattern on the super treasure map. Only a small part. Do I have to connect all the patterns to find that super grand prize? Lin Xiao pondered. After all, this dungeon was different from previous ones and couldn't be understood by conventional logic. If there's a pattern on the seat. He looked at another row of seats. There were no patterns on them, just ordinary seats. After pondering the pattern for a moment, Lin Xiao summoned the slime and directly said, "Use the eye of supervision." The slime nodded, and a big, adorable, clumsy eye appeared in mid-air, overlooking everything. Lin Xiao immediately synchronized his vision with the slime's. The moment he overlooked the entire Colosseum, he was completely stunned. He saw the complete pattern from the super treasure map, a pattern he had seen not long ago. He had seen it in the Red City dungeon, the evil god altar pattern. This pattern was even larger than the one in the Red City dungeon. Could this be the largest of all evil god altars? Cold sweat broke out on Lin Xiao's forehead. The evil god altar he had seen before was only a part of it, but here, a single altar pattern was so massive it was hard to imagine how huge this altar truly was. Could the super grand prize Xiao Mo mentioned be the power of the evil god? Lin Xiao was startled. This prize was too big, wasn't it? No, if it were the power of the evil god, what would she be embarrassed about? Even if I knew, it wouldn't matter. But it's clear that this super grand prize is something difficult to speak of. But why is there an evil god altar pattern here? The evil god destroyed the entire green capital, leaving behind some residual power. Someone wants to gather this residual power. And that someone is Xiao Montak. Lin Xiao frowned, ideas constantly surfacing in his mind, only to be quickly dismissed. For example, Xiaomo is the evil god. Xiaomo wants to use him to obtain the evil god's power to escape from here, and so on. Just as Lin Xiao was brainstorming, he saw two figures beneath the Colosseum through the eye of supervision. One was a woman in black robe whose appearance was unclear, and the other was a burly werewolf. They are. Lin Xiao was stunned, never expecting to see other people inside the dungeon. Were they NPCs within the dungeon? However, just as Lin Xiao was wondering about their identities, the woman in black robes suddenly looked up, her gaze seemingly able to pierce through everything. Seeing Lin Xiao outside, the eye of supervision instantly shut down. Lin Xiao felt as if he had fallen into an ice cellar, cold sweat drenching his back, completely unaware. The slime in his arms also turned into a puddle of liquid, clearly frightened by the other party. That gaze, it was too terrifying. They are not dungeon NPCs. They came from outside, abyssal demons. No, they are not abyssal demons, nor are they archdemons. He had seen both, and neither had such a strong aura. In that case, there was only one possibility: the Archduke of Demons, the strongest existence in the abyss. Chapter 177. Inside the dungeon. The war chief, who was currently preparing, noticed the woman in black robes anomaly, and his voice, deep as thunder, immediately rang out. "What is it?" The woman in black robe withdrew her gaze, looked at the prepared ritual, and spoke calmly. "He went outside, and he found us. I will crush his head." A fierce light flashed in the war chief's eyes. The aura emanating from him made the nearby rooster-headed demon tremble, not daring to breathe, unsure whether it was right or wrong to have followed along. "There's no need, and you can't do it anyway. Are you looking down on me?" The war chief leaned his head close to the woman in black robe, his massive pupils staring at her, his breath hitting her black robe as if he might devour her in the next second. "If you want to waste time, go ahead. We spent a lot of time and resources diverting those human experts so they wouldn't discover our true goal. Do you want all this effort to be wasted?" The woman in black robe glanced at him, her imposing manner not yielding in the slightest. The war chief stared for a moment, then moved his head away and said coldly, "Aren't you afraid he'll tell others about this place? If human experts find this place, our plan will fail. Even if he tells them, so what? It will take time for the information to be reported up the chain. By the time they arrive here, we will have already secured the item." The woman in black robe was calm and collected, not feeling that Lin Xiao discovering their existence would ruin the plan. Unless he can contact the highest authorities, he can only watch helplessly. Moreover, it would be best if someone witnessed this scene. The moment we succeed and spread fear across the world. "What did you say? You encountered an Archduke of Demons?" The shocked voice of the military god exploded in Lin Xiao's ear, causing him to quickly move the sound transmission stone away. Yes, after realizing the situation was amiss, Lin Xiao immediately contacted his powerful backer, the military god. Ordinary communication methods could not reach the outside, but the token the military god had left him was unaffected by the dungeon, allowing him to easily establish contact. After establishing contact, he informed the military god of his discoveries. After all, he didn't have the ability to handle this kind of situation yet.
Impossible.
2 archdukes of demons from the Abyss are currently leading the Abyss monster army to the border. The other one was injured by me previously and couldn't possibly appear on the Western battlefield. Furthermore, there are no female archdukes of demons in the Abyss. The military god's voice was deep and serious. After hearing Lin Xiao's account, his first reaction was that it was impossible. The appearance of another Archduke of Demons would mean a massive surge in the Abyss's strength. Moreover, the 3 Archdukes of Hell jointly rule the Abyss and would absolutely not allow a 4th Archduke of Demons to appear and divide their power. I know whether she is an Archduke of Demons or not. I've seen abyssal demons and archdemons, and the pressure she gives off is stronger than those 2. Serena and Cursefrost are abyssal demon level, and the Darkborn Archdemon is an archdemon. He has seen them all. That is why he felt the opponent was an Archduke of Demons. Furthermore, I discovered a massive evil god altar here. It is the most complete one among all the incomplete evil god altars. They intend to steal the power of the evil god. Lin Xiao didn't dwell on whether the military god believed him or not. He continued to tell him about his discoveries, leaving the judgment up to the military god. After all, he didn't yet possess the strength to fight such a formidable enemy. He figured if the opponent just exhaled, he'd be dead. Evil god! The military god fell into deep thought, but only 3 seconds later, he gave his reply. I will send Yao Tianyi and the Eastern and Western military chiefs over to you. He didn't quite believe that a 4th Archduke of Demons would appear in the Abyss, but to be safe, he still sent 3 top combatants to investigate thoroughly. After all, the Abyss's actions this time were truly unusual. The domestic think tanks had developed profiles in various directions, including the possibility of a 4th Archduke of Demons appearing in the Abyss, but this possibility accounted for a small proportion compared to the many predictions. But the Western military chief, Qin Shiran, also proposed this view, which is why he decided to send 3 top combatants. Which dungeon are you in? The military god asked. I'm in a special dungeon in Shanyuan City. I don't know the dungeon's name, but from the clues left behind, I know there is a green capital here. As soon as Lin Xiao finished speaking, he heard the military god sharply inhale. You in the green capital? The military god's tone carried uncertainty and gravity as he confirmed with Lin Xiao again. Yes. Is there a problem? Lin Xiao sensed something unusual. That's troublesome. This dungeon is very tricky. I will arrange for people to go immediately. After speaking, the military god disconnected the communication, not even giving Lin Xiao a chance to ask a question. Lin Xiao was full of doubts. From the military god's tone, he could tell the military god knew about this dungeon. Very tricky. A dungeon that even someone of the military god's caliber finds tricky? A level 60 dungeon? Forget it, this isn't something I can handle. I should just find the super grand prize that Xiaomo mentioned and quickly run away. When gods fight, mortals suffer. He couldn't participate in a battle of this caliber. He needed to clear the dungeon quickly and escape. He activated the Eye of Supervision again to start searching. Do I need to go inside? Or does it mean defeating the final boss of the dungeon? Lin Xiao fell into contemplation. Going inside was absolutely impossible. He wouldn't even know how he died. That left only one possibility. The dungeon's final boss. Please, don't let it be inside. Lin Xiao prayed. Returning to where Qin Chuan was resting, He didn't wake him immediately but waited quietly. During this time, he occasionally glanced inside to check on their situation, but every time he peeked, his gaze would meet theirs. After several attempts, Lin Xiao simply stopped hiding and watched them, wanting to see exactly what they were planning. What is that cube in her hand? Why can it activate the patterns on the altar? Doesn't she need a sacrifice? Lin Xiao muttered, watching them continuously activate the patterns on the altar. The sense of crisis in his heart grew stronger and stronger. What's wrong? Did something unexpected happen? Qin Chuan suddenly spoke, startling Lin Xiao. Lin Xiao shook his head. It's nothing. Let's start quickly. How do we leave this place? Qin Chuan looked at Lin Xiao suspiciously but didn't press the matter. He then said, after eliminating the monsters in the Colosseum, the iron gate opposite will open. Then, 2 people must simultaneously press the stone bead inside, which is this one. Qin Chuan pointed to a round stone block on the wall behind them. I don't know why, but it seems only humans can press this stone block. I had Scarlet and your summoned beast try it, and neither could. After hearing this, Lin Xiao realized the method to leave didn't seem difficult, but it required 2 people. If he were alone, he would probably be trapped here forever. I understand. Let's start. Chapter 178. After killing the monsters inside the Colosseum, the iron gate will open automatically. You go to the other side first. Once the gate opens, enter immediately, and then we will turn the stone beads together. We only have 3 seconds, otherwise we have to do it all over again. Now that the dungeon monsters inside the Colosseum were frozen by Lin Xiao, the initiative was in their hands, giving them more time to deal with everything. Because the iron gate only stays open for 3 seconds, rushing there and turning the stone beads within those 3 seconds was too tight. But now that these monsters were all frozen by Lin Xiao's 2 snow girl dolls, they could prepare for all of this in advance. All right. Lin Xiao immediately took the 9-tailed celestial fox and the lucky spirit to the other side. The snow girl doll and the shadow of the green capital continued to reinforce the freezing, while waiting for Lin Xiao's command. After Lin Xiao arrived in front of the iron gate, he shouted to Qin Chuan, if you are ready, I will have the snow girl doll lift the freeze. Lift it. Bang! 1 second after Qin Chuan gave his response, the freeze that the snow girl doll had been maintaining instantly turned into ice break, causing massive damage to the frozen monsters. Just as the ice break ended, Lin Xiao saw a flash of fire on the opposite side, and then that flame turned into a raging fire that shot straight into the sky. Oh, Red Dragon, grant me the fire that sanctions all things. Burn away the sins of the world. Give new life to all things. Let the fire shine upon the world. Qin Chuan raised his sword and shouted. The flames erupted with scorching red light, and the red dragon circling in the sky turned into a streak of red light, merging into the sword, causing it to shine brightly once again. The surrounding frozen frost quickly melted into water, and within less than 2 seconds, it began to emit hissing white steam. The dungeon monsters, freed from the ice, immediately noticed the situation on Qin Chuan's side. After hesitating for only a second, they let out roars and rushed toward his location. Even though they could feel that the power released by the flames was stronger than their own strength, they were still fearless, as if they only had one thought: kill the person who stepped into the Colosseum. Meanwhile, inside the interior of the dungeon, the woman was also attracted by the red light in the sky. Humph! Watching the monsters rushing over, Qin Chuan snorted coldly. He slammed the long sword, which was glowing with blazing red light, into the ground. His aura exploded instantly, and a wave of crimson heat surged forward like rippling water. Everything it touched turned to ashes. In just an instant, all the monsters in the Colosseum were burned away, even those that hadn't managed to take to the air. So strong! Lin Xiao's breath hitched. This was the first time he had seen the strength Qin Chuan displayed. Monsters under level 60 were all killed in one hit. Truly strong. Ah, they've appeared. Those portals have appeared. The lucky spirit pointed at the sky and shouted. She had seen Qin Chuan kill monsters in seconds many times before. She was shocked when she first saw it, but after seeing it so often, she was no longer surprised. But what shocked her the most were the portals appearing in the sky. Lin Xiao looked up at the air. Portals were appearing one after another, making one's scalp tingle. Is this the many portals the lucky spirit mentioned? Just then, Lin Xiao saw something about to fall from the portals. Click, click. Next, the sound of the iron gate opening came from behind him. Lin Xiao no longer paid attention to the situation in the sky. He quickly entered the iron gate and found the stone beads inside. In 3 seconds, the portals will spawn dungeon monsters. Lin Xiao, have you found the stone beads? Qin Chuan asked quickly. Found them, we can start at any time. Hearing Lin Xiao's response, Qin Chuan was clearly stunned. He didn't expect him to not be distracted by the anomaly in the sky. After being stunned for only half a second, Qin Chuan quickly responded, Turn them together on the count of 3. All right. Lin Xiao nodded, and upon hearing the command from Qin Chuan, began to turn the stone beads. As the stone beads turned, the portals in the sky gradually disappeared, and the monsters that were already halfway through and about to fall into the Colosseum also returned to the other side. Boom! With the final vibration, the entire Colosseum shook, as if a certain gear had been reset. Is that all? Lin Xiao glanced at the stone beads on the wall and was suddenly stunned. With the reset of the stone pillars, they just happened to outline a special pattern on the wall. It was the pattern left on the super treasure map. If the stone beads weren't reset, one wouldn't be able to see that this was a pattern at all, nor would one be able to discover it. It really is about killing the final monster in the dungeon to find that super grand prize. Lin Xiao was a bit excited. This meant he didn't need to go to the interior of the dungeon to face those 2 terrifyingly strong abyssal demons. If the super grand prize really were there, he would have had to give up, but fortunately it wasn't. Walking out of the iron gate, Lin Xiao suddenly felt the atmosphere change. He could feel a strong sense of oppression, as if a huge stone had been placed on his chest. Lin Xiao did not pause and immediately reunited with Qin Chuan. After all, he was the main DPS in the team. It's coming, the final abyss boss. Qin Chuan's expression was solemn as he watched his surroundings vigilantly. His red dragon appeared in the sky again, circling and ready to attack at any time. Please dodge the gunshot coming from the right immediately. Suddenly, the abyssal eye gave a prompt. Lin Xiao didn't hesitate for even a second. Even though he didn't see the monster's shadow, he trusted the hint given by the abyssal eye without hesitation. Less than half a second after the abyssal eye's prompt, he immediately dodged to the left. But the opponent was faster than him. A long spear thrust over, aiming directly at Lin Xiao's heart. Imperial Command Badge triggered. He didn't take any damage. The equipment effect blocked the blow. Swoosh! Just as Lin Xiao was preparing to counterattack, Qin Chuan had already arrived in front of him, his long sword igniting with flames. "You're a dungeon boss, yet you like to launch sneak attacks?" Flame Dragon Slash. The long sword carved a trail of fire in the air, followed by a wail, and the invisible monster revealed itself. Lin Xiao didn't see what the opponent looked like. He retreated rapidly and shouted, "Doll!" The Snow Girl doll immediately acted, and a terrifying frost power covered the area. And the shadow of the Green Capital, which was by her side, also released the same move. The nine-tailed celestial fox immediately unleashed Foxfire. With the celestial power buff, its power was many times stronger than before. Boom! The intertwining of ice and fire immediately staged a scene of extreme ice and fire. But Lin Xiao knew that such an attack was not enough to kill this final abyss boss. Crimson Breath. The red dragon circling in the sky immediately launched an attack, and the terrifying dragon breath instantly engulfed the opponent. Just then, a sword shadow flashed, actually splitting the dragon breath in two. In his shock, that sword struck towards Qin Chuan. Not a spear, but a sword? Qin Chuan was stunned for a moment. He didn't have time to think about why the opponent's weapon had changed, and dodged quickly. Chapter 179. Qin Chuan clearly saw the boss's appearance. Its body was made of crystals shimmering with eerie light, like a mineral aggregate forcibly fused by mysterious power. Each crystal exuded a stern luster, sharp-edged, seemingly capable of tearing through the air. Its head was a massive rhombic crystal, with light faintly flowing within, as if containing an endless storm. Its arms were thick, and the crystal patterns resembled ancient incantations. Its legs were solid and powerful, each step causing the ground to tremble slightly. Faint cold mist occasionally escaped from the crystal seams on its body, giving off a bone-chilling sensation. Overall, it exuded a twisted and powerful aura from the abyss, as if it were an emissary of destruction from a forbidden land. It tightly gripped a black crystal longsword, which emanated a chilling sharpness. Crystal whiskers entanglement around the hilt, seemingly absorbing surrounding energy, and fragmented light occasionally flickered on the blade, as if thirsting for blood. Forbidden Crystal Core. Boss. Level 65. Quality Legendary. Lin Xiao immediately obtained the boss's information, and his expression instantly became solemn. It wasn't because of the final boss's level and quality. After all, it wasn't impossible for an SS rank to reach level 65. But what made his face solemn was the boss's body. Its body was pieced together from unknown crystals, so the internal situation could naturally be seen. He saw a special pattern, the pattern from the evil god altar. The dungeon boss is also connected to the evil god? As Lin Xiao pondered, Qin Chuan had already launched his attack. The long sword in his hand let out bursts of dragon roars as he slashed at the monster before him. The fierce offensive roared in. The forbidden crystal core's eyes narrowed, and it reacted quickly. Its legs suddenly exerted force, and its body abruptly sank like a crystal mountain rising from the ground, firmly planting its stance. All the crystals on its body vibrated, seemingly gathering power. The crystal sword instantly moved horizontally in front of its chest. Its hands gripped the hilt tightly, and its arm muscles tensed, highlighting lines as hard as rock. Light flickered on the sword, reflecting its body, seemingly forming an indestructible crystal wall. The moment the attack touched the black crystal sword, there was a loud clang, crisp like metal clashing, yet with the unique ethereal resonance of crystals. That impact caused the monster's arms to retract slightly. The sword body was also pressed into a curve, and slight cracks appeared on its body, gradually spreading deeper. But the next second, a powerful force seemed to surge within its body, and the black crystal sword in its hand vibrated with an ethereal sound, directly forcing Qin Chuan back. Qin Chuan had just stabilized his body after retreating a few steps when the forbidden crystal core appeared before him, its sharp black crystal sword slashing down directly. He briefly marveled at the opponent's speed, but without much thought, his body automatically reacted. A combat habit formed over years of fighting. His left hand shot out, transforming into a red dragon claw in midair, seizing the incoming black crystal sword. Got you. Let's see how you block this time. A glint flashed in Qin Chuan's eyes, and the long sword in his hand immediately slashed out. But just then, Qin Chuan noticed the forbidden crystal core's body wriggling, as if something was being transmitted to his left hand. Then Qin Chuan saw a pitch-black long spear appear in its hand, the exact same material as the black crystal sword. The forbidden crystal core raised the long spear high, the spear glinting with cold sharpness in the faint light, as if to pierce the sky. It thrust out fiercely, the spear tip tearing through the air with bang-bang explosions, leaving a black arc of light as if piercing through the surrounding space one by one. Qin Chuan's gaze sharpened, his legs quickly spread apart, his feet gripping the ground tightly, and his center of gravity lowered, like an ancient pine tree rooted in the earth. He didn't dodge. Instead, he prepared to clash head-on with the opponent. Gripping the sword with one hand, the muscles on his arm instantly bulged, veins popping out like winding pythons. The sword tip met the opponent's spear tip. The sword body trembled slightly, emitting a low hum. If one listened carefully, they would discover that this low hum was actually a dragon's roar. Competing in strength with me, can you win? Can you win against a creature at the top of the food chain? Qin Chuan exerted force fiercely, the sword tip scraping against the spear tip, producing a harsh echo that was painful to the ears. Sparks flew. The forbidden crystal core's long spear was deflected, while Qin Chuan's long sword quickly stabbed towards the opponent's head. Qin Chuan's sword pierced through the opponent's head, and a faint cracking sound came to his ears. The forbidden crystal core's body fell. When Qin Chuan tried to pull out his long sword, he found it firmly locked, and he immediately realized something was wrong. A sudden change occurred. The forbidden crystal core's body seemed to melt, rushing towards Qin Chuan like slime mucus, as if to fuse Qin Chuan with itself. Qin Chuan made a decisive choice, immediately abandoning his sword and fleeing, but the crystal-like mucus had already blocked his retreat. Humph! Faintly, Qin Chuan heard the opponent's cold laugh, seemingly mocking, seemingly sneering. Even in danger, Qin Chuan remained calm, not showing a hint of panic on his face. Just then, Lin Xiao's voice rang out from the side. Just punch it. In an instant, two powerful forces of ice frost struck, rapidly freezing the crystal-like liquid. He wasn't the forbidden crystal core, but providing support and assistance was no problem. Good. With no more worries, Qin Chuan immediately abandoned defense and switched to offense. Want to fuse? Who do you think you are? A fierce glint flashed in Qin Chuan's eyes. His hands transformed into dragon claws, directly grabbing the forbidden crystal core's shoulders, and the phantom of the red dragon emerged behind him. At this moment, it was as if he and the red dragon had become one. Roar! The red dragon behind him bit down fiercely, actually crushing more than half of its body. The upper half of its body was being chewed in the red dragon's mouth, making a sound similar to glass being shattered, crisp and crunchy. Seeing such a brutal scene, Lin Xiao was also stunned. It actually ate the opponent directly. That's too violent. Qin Chuan didn't stop there. Even though the opponent only had half a body left, considering its characteristics, it had to be completely killed. The red dragon swooped down again, swallowing the remaining half of the forbidden crystal core whole, not even letting go of the scattered fragments. After chewing and swallowing, its body glowed with a crimson light, as if digesting it completely within. Congratulations on successfully killing the forbidden crystal core boss. Experience plus 200,000. Hearing the kill notification, Lin Xiao couldn't help but widen his eyes. He actually got 200,000 experience for attacking once. It was simply outrageous. He then noticed Qin Chuan's astonished expression. Clearly, the experience was much more than he had anticipated. However, Lin Xiao wasn't concerned about the experience, but rather the rewards after killing the boss, and that super grand prize. Chapter 180, Rewards and Special Dungeon. Obtained, Variant Crystal *2, Boss Treasure Chest, Forbidden Core Edition. *1, Abyss Treasure *2, Black Crystal Sword, Weapon, *1, Variant Crystal. Can transform into any crystal. Aside from the treasure chests he was guaranteed to get, there were only materials and a level 60 legendary weapon. The rewards were satisfactory. After all, he only attacked once, and Qin Chuan basically killed the final boss. Lin Xiao looked at Qin Chuan, who had a look of astonishment on his face, as if shocked by the rewards he received. Are the rewards that generous? To make you so surprised? Lin Xiao asked curiously. Qin Chuan didn't deny it, nodding. A bit. It's more than the rewards from the dungeons I cleared before, and there's a lot more experience. I'm already level 59 with max experience. To reach level 60, one must complete a class awakening. Otherwise, they'll be stuck at level 59 forever. Lin Xiao, what did you get? Qin Chuan asked. Lin Xiao shrugged, saying, materials and a level 60 warrior weapon. Upon hearing this, Qin Chuan said without hesitation, pick 2 more things for me. If you hadn't come, I probably would have been trapped here forever. The dungeon's mechanism was special. Even with his powerful strength, he couldn't escape, and he couldn't contact the outside world from here. If Lin Xiao's lucky spirit hadn't come with him, he probably wouldn't have been able to contact him at all. Moreover, during the battle, the lucky spirit also helped him a lot. Pick 2 things at will? Lin Xiao raised an eyebrow, not expecting Qin Chuan to be so generous. I need summoner-related skills or summoned beasts more. There were no rewards from the boss, but during the dungeon clear, a summoned beast skill book did drop. I was planning to give it to you anyway. With that, Qin Chuan took out the skill book. Flower Fairy. Level 55. Quality Legendary. Level 55. Lin Xiao glanced at the learning level, feeling a bit helpless. He was only level 36 now, quite a big difference. However, Lin Xiao still accepted it. After all, a summoned beast that could only be learned at level 55 wouldn't be weak, and more importantly, its quality reached the legendary level, which was rare. Here, take this. You're a summoner, and your self-preservation ability isn't very strong. This thing can at least save your life. Qin Chuan took out an amulet, a translucent emerald gem embedded in the center of a silver necklace. Amulet of thought. Quality, legendary. Wearing condition. Must be bound, non-transferable. Effect. Releases a special psionic space within 50 meters of yourself. Anyone or anything entering this space will have their speed reduced by 100%. It's a bound equipment? Lin Xiao was a little surprised. This was the first time he had seen such equipment. Not long ago, he also had a consumable with a similar effect to Guardian of Thought, a psionic bomb. The latter was one-time use, while the former could be used repeatedly and was more powerful. What's the difference between a 100% slowdown and being rooted in place? Good stuff. Lin Xiao didn't refuse and accepted it directly. For the other item, Qin Chuan chose the Talent Divine Stone, as other items were not suitable for Lin Xiao's class. Congratulations on successfully clearing the Abyss Dungeon. Despair Green Capital. Special dungeon thought is about to open. Do you wish to enter? After the prompt sounded, 2 teleportation gates appeared separately. One was a teleportation gate to exit the dungeon, and the other was to enter the next dungeon. The two of them froze, exchanging glances. Are you going in? Qin Chuan asked. Lin Xiao didn't answer immediately but cast his gaze downwards. Special dungeon. Could it be referring to the dungeon below this one? If the special dungeon was the one below, it would be like a lamb entering a tiger's mouth, with no return. But he hadn't received his super grand prize yet. Could this grand prize really be down there? This is simply outrageous. Lin Xiao was a bit troubled. Going in would be no different from seeking death. By the way, where are the people sent by the god of war? Why aren't they here yet? Come and save me quickly. Qin Chuan saw Lin Xiao's indecisiveness and didn't force him to come along, saying, You should leave here. I'll go in and take a look. An unknown dungeon, unknown rewards. And since the rewards for the Despair Green Capital dungeon were so generous, its accompanying special dungeon's rewards would definitely not be bad. Lin Xiao shook his head, saying, I don't recommend you go. If you get trapped again, no one will be able to save you. The Despair Green Capital dungeon is already so dangerous. This special dungeon will probably be dozens of times more dangerous. Qin Chuan didn't deny Lin Xiao's words. You make a good point. But how can I give up exploring an unknown dungeon? Lin Xiao saw that Qin Chuan was determined to go. Helplessly, he could only describe the situation inside the dungeon. After listening, Qin Chuan frowned deeply and confirmed with Lin Xiao again. You mean there's a demon whose strength has reached the Archduke of Demons level inside the special dungeon? Yes. I used a special method to glimpse some of the situation inside. Lin Xiao nodded. Qin Chuan glanced at Lin Xiao. From his eyes, he could tell that he wasn't lying. There really was an Archduke of Demons inside the special dungeon. It's indeed dangerous to rush in like this. Let Teacher and the others handle it. We'll wait here for Teacher and them to arrive. If we leave, the dungeon will close, and it will be difficult to find them then. Qin Chuan was confident in his own strength, but he wasn't reckless. Knowing there was danger, he wouldn't charge in. Lin Xiao nodded, agreeing with Qin Chuan's idea. After all, the Archduke of Demons appearing here couldn't be for tourism. He must have other motives. The greatest possibility was to steal the remaining power of the evil god. Just as Lin Xiao and Qin Chuan were preparing to wait there, a rough, thunderous voice rang out. Waiting here is so boring. Why don't you come down and play? The two of them froze, as if facing a formidable enemy. Where's that voice coming from? Could it be from the other side of the teleportation gate? Qin Chuan's expression changed, and he abruptly looked at the teleportation gate leading to the special dungeon. No time to wait for them. Let's go. Lin Xiao immediately felt a bad premonition. If they had special means to enter the dungeon, then surely, just as he was about to leave with Qin Chuan, a powerful suction force dragged them. Damn it! Qin Chuan also realized something was wrong. He exerted force, and the illusion of a red dragon appeared, trying to break free from the powerful dragging force. But he found the opponent's strength was immense, and he was like a mayfly trying to shake a tree in front of it. Lin Xiao gritted his teeth, resisting the powerful dragging force with his physical strength. He knew very well the consequences of entering inside. Komein! A roar suddenly came from the teleportation gate, and the force abruptly increased. Lin Xiao and Qin Chuan's bodies shook violently, and they were forcibly dragged in. Amidst a dizzying sensation, Lin Xiao faintly heard a special notification sound. Detected that you possess Xiao Mo's Super Treasure Map. Obtaining Xiao Mo's Super Grand Prize. Chapter 181. The intense pulling sensation vanished. After a dizzying moment, Lin Xiao slowly opened his eyes. In his days, he seemed to have inexplicably received the Super Grand Prize, left by Xiao Mo sometime during his entry into the special dungeon. Lin Xiao stood up. Before he could check what the Super Grand Prize contained, he felt two gazes land on him, and his entire body immediately tensed up. Qin Chuan, who was beside him, had woken up long ago. He stood at the very front, shielding Lin Xiao behind him. Holding his long sword, he angrily pointed forward. The red dragon named Qihong stood beside him, terrifying flames burning on its body, already adopting a combat stance. Lin Xiao's gaze passed over Qin Chuan and the red dragon, landing on the woman in black robe and the fierce werewolf not far away. Xia Xinyun, Archduke of Demons. A War Chief, Archdemon. After reading the information of the two individuals, Lin Xiao froze on the spot, unable to recover his senses for a long time. Lin Xiao, do you have a way to leave? I can buy you some time. Qin Chuan whispered to the stunned Lin Xiao. It was real. There really was an Archduke of Demons inside the special dungeon, so powerful that it made his body tremble, making him want to flee. That was an existence he couldn't defeat even using every method he possessed. But he couldn't. Even though the opponent was powerful, he had the confidence to buy Lin Xiao time to escape this place, provided Lin Xiao had the ability to do so. He would have it. Lin Xiao always surprised him, and this time would be no exception. Lin Xiao, Lin Xiao. Seeing Lin Xiao didn't react, Qin Chuan called out to him a few more times. He looked back and found Lin Xiao frozen in place, his eyes hollow and his expression blank. Qin Chuan was not surprised. Yes, facing such a powerful existence, who could remain calm? It was already good that he hadn't wet himself. Lin Xiao said that the god of war has already sent teacher and others over. Can I hold out until then? Qin Chuan's fingers gripping the sword turned white. He didn't know. Maybe he could only last 2 seconds, but he would fight with all his might regardless. The woman in black robe looked at the two of them, her gaze focusing more on Lin Xiao, and smiled slightly. No need to be so nervous. I won't kill you yet. I just didn't expect that clearing the dungeon would open an entrance leading here. If you leave obediently, I can pretend I saw nothing. But if you wait here for your so-called rescue, I'll have to drag you down. After all, the people coming this time aren't weak, and I can't let those guys ruin my plans. Qin Chuan's expression darkened, confirming that they were plotting some unknown secret. What exactly are you trying to do? That an archduke of demons would personally come here? Qin Chuan asked coldly. The woman in black robe did not answer immediately, instead casting her gaze far away. A figure was busy working there, not daring to stop for a moment, fiddling with something unknown. Do you know the evil god? The evil god? I came here to obtain the power of the evil god, to offer it to the king of the abyss. You too will bear witness to all of this. As soon as she finished speaking, a dark, eerie pillar of light suddenly shot up in the distance. The light flickered with sinister green like corpse phosphorescence, piercing the night sky in a bizarre manner. In an instant, 2 more, then 3 more appeared. They rushed out of the ground, carrying the aura of decay and death, twisting and intertwining wildly, as if trying to drag the firmament down. In a flash, 13 pillars of evil light shot up from the earth, reaching into the clouds, like blades from hell, tearing the night sky to shreds. Where the light reached, the earth trembled, sand flew, and stones rolled, as if an awakened ancient evil was baring its fangs and claws, seeking to extinguish all life and hope in the world amid this endless darkness and fear, leaving behind only desperate silence. Qin Chuan watched everything before him in horror, his mind completely blank from the shock. This was the evil god. This was the power of the evil god. Hit by such immense power, Lin Xiao finally recovered his senses, treating the phenomenon as nothing. His gaze fixed intently on the woman in black robe and the fierce werewolf. He walked forward. Lin Xiao, what are you doing? You! Before Qin Chuan could finish, he saw Lin Xiao turn and look at him, causing him to freeze. This was a look he had never seen on Lin Xiao before. Are you willing to let them take the power of the evil god? Lin Xiao asked, his voice slightly hoarse. Qin Chuan clenched his fist. How could I be willing? But the opponent was too strong. So strong that even working together they couldn't possibly win. How will you know it's impossible if you don't try? Lin Xiao walked over. When the war chief saw Lin Xiao approaching, a fierce glint flashed in his eyes, and the great saber at his waist was slowly drawn. Ha ha ha! The loud laughter was like thunder, making eardrums ache. I thought you'd hide behind like trash. Are you challenging me? I admire your courage, but... Clang! The great saber let out a violent roar, carving a deep mark in the path Lin Xiao was about to cross. If you take one more step forward, this will certainly be your place of death. Lin Xiao glanced at it, then resolutely stepped across. How could the war chief engage in such boring verbal sparring? In that instant, just as Lin Xiao's left foot touched the ground, he felt a chilling coldness rush toward him. The great saber in the war chief's hand was like an ancient ferocious beast breaking its seal, carrying a savage aura capable of swallowing the sky and devouring the earth, fiercely slashing down toward him with the momentum of Mount Tai crashing down. The great saber had a thick, wide blade, flickering with dark light, its edge radiating cold brilliance. It seemed to have been forged from endless resentment and killing intent. It was as if a single swing could cleave the universe in two, sever mountains and rivers, and crush the sun, moon, and stars. Its might was tremendous and unstoppable, causing the heavens and earth to change color and the wind and clouds to panic. Looking at the descending great saber, Lin Xiao showed no sign of fear, not even a flicker of panic. Clang! A deafening crash echoed like a massive bell tolling the world, and the air seemed to solidify from the force of the sound. The Death Knight seemed to teleport out of the endless dark abyss, appearing ghost-like right in front of Lin Xiao. The long spear in its hand was like a towering rainbow, carrying the momentum to break the wind, and it precisely blocked a strike powerful enough to split mountains and shatter peaks. Where the spear and saber met, sparks flew, and a powerful impact force exploded in a ring centered around the undead warhorse. The ground instantly cracked, and shattered stones and dirt sprayed outward like hidden weapons. The undead warhorse's 4 hooves sank deep into the ground. The Death Knight sitting upon it had deep eyes, and infinite battle fire burned in its hollow sockets, firmly resisting the overwhelming massive force. The long spear in its hand hummed, as it used all its strength to protect the person behind it. In this vortex of savage power, it stood like an immortal statue of the god of war, precarious but refusing to retreat even half a step. The war chief looked in shock at the suddenly appearing Death Knight. He never imagined that the opponent could actually withstand this strike of his. Oath of Darkness. When attacked, the contractor will actively appear to block the skill. Lin Xiao once used this talent to block a sword strike from the god of war. Facing the war chief's terrifying saber strike was naturally no problem.